Liverpool win the Merseyside Derby 2-0, but Jules, I kind of feel once again it's about the referee's decision. This time, Greg Pawson.
Yeah, Greg Pawson, you're a bad referee. I think we told you before, but we were going to repeat it again. So Konate should have had... Let's go with the ones that he didn't give. First of all, that nobody gave. I think Konate, as much as he's my boy and I love him dearly, that was the second yellow. It should have been sent off.
And it was 0-0 at the time.
Yeah, Ashley Young... deserved red card, I think.
So he got that one right.
You got that one right.
By the way, 38 years old. I expect better judgment from Ashley Young.
Completely. And if you're Luis Diaz, you're very clever because you know exactly what Ashley Young is going to do once you've dribbled kind of past him, and you won that fall and you won that red card more than Ashley Young committing it really. But the penalty, how can none of the three, especially two referees, see that handball from Michael Keane? You could literally see it from Manchester.
This is why we have VAR. I'm glad it was there.
I
don't know why it took them forever, but I'd rather take them forever and they get the decision right.
Yeah.
Especially with Liverpool these days.
Sure.
Pep Guardiola gives Ederson the day off, and Manchester City beat Brighton 2-1. Now, Jules, the 2-game losing streak is over. Erling Haaland breaks a month-long goal drought. Yeah. All good, yeah?
Well, yeah, although it was not as comfortable towards the end. Akanji got sent off. I thought cheaply, really.
It was stupid from Akanji. You expect more.
And then it was a little bit shaky. Brighton played quite well, I thought, in that second half. Ansu Fati scored a goal. But that first half was really good from City, to be fair. Really good from Alvarez, from Jeremy Doku, especially on that left-hand side.
Yeah, against James Milner, but...
Yeah, but then I don't know why De Zerbi puts Milner there. You see the team sheet. You
De Zerbi
understand
explained it. He said if we had more pressure on the ball...
It doesn't matter.
It wouldn't have mattered because Milner would have had time to get to where he needed to be.
It doesn't matter. Even if Milner was closer to Doku, that was a mismatch completely. So, and the fact that De Zerbi changed at half-time shows that it was not just that the guy carrying the ball for City had too much time.
Just to let you know a secret, this losing streak is nonsense because the Arsenal game was so even and ultimately it came down to the shape of Nathan Ake's face.
Yeah, very true.
And the Erling Haaland, yes, it's a month not scoring for City, but he did score 2 for Norway. Let's just put this in context.
And it's a great goal outside of the box, which he rarely scores.
Goal.
So well done to him.
Diogo Dalot's late goal gives an injury-riddled Manchester United 2-1 win at Sheffield United, who I just realized only have 1 point all season. Jules, Eric Ten Hag says, quote, they found a way to win.
Well, yeah, they didn't play well at all. That was bad. It was a great goal by Dalot. I think a goal that Sir Bobby would have been really proud of.
Yeah, I think Wes Fotheringham could have done better.
Yeah, could have done, but still. It's still the way, the position that he's in to start with, his first touch on the half turn and then, or like a 3/4 and then hitting it towards the top corner like that. They needed that badly. They still can't really score. Scott McTominay's goal, the first one, is a terrible goal. He's the top goal scorer in the league now, 3 goals. Yeah. This is embarrassing from a Manchester United point of view after 9 games. Rashford, Martial, Højlund, who had chances, again, not scoring. It's worrying, especially because who did they play again next weekend? Oh, yeah, Manchester City.
Manchester City, who lost to Wolves, of course, but and who Manchester United deservedly beat, and there was no controversy whatsoever.
Hey.
I will say this about Ten Hag, and maybe I'm becoming too kind in my old age, right? Look at that back 4. So basically, relative to the team that was supposed to be their starting 11 this season, they had 6 guys out, including their entire back line, including the 2 guys who were supposed to be in central midfield, Casemiro and Mason Mount. They were atrocious in the first half. At the end, they created a ton of chances. Højlund could have missed a hat-trick of chances. Amrabat hit the woodwork. Bruno, I think, hit the woodwork.
Okay.
They still have drive and purpose, at least that. And they're playing with a 20-year-old center forward. They're playing with a winger who's investigated for battery, assault and battery against women in 2 different continents. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, no, of course, there is.
So,
there is.
all right.
You too kind.
Okay.
Newcastle destroyed Crystal Palace 4-0 as Sandro Tonali comes on as a sub and gets an ovation from St. James's Park. Gab, were you surprised to see him? We saw Zaniolo starting for Aston Villa too. And what's next?
Yeah, very different situations, of course, Zaniolo and Tonali. I was kind of surprised. I think you can come out and you can get the support of the crowd. I don't know what you got. He came off the bench towards the end when the game was over. I don't know Eddie Howe and Tonali and their relationship well enough to understand it. The reality is, he's going to get banned.
Yeah,
this week they're going to discuss the plea bargain. I think it's going to come in between 12 and 18 months. But it is certainly made a lot worse by the fact that he bet on both Milan and Brescia. and they're really going to go scrutinize every inch of his life. So I hope that when he gave his deposition last week, he gave the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Aston Villa, Gab, 11 consecutive wins at home, including Sunday's 4-1 demolition of West Ham. And Unai Emery is 2 points off the top of the table. Since he took over a year ago, I think today maybe, or yesterday it was, to the day, only Liverpool, well, I think, no, maybe not Liverpool now with the win yesterday. Only Arsenal and City have taken more points than Unai.
I'm sure you're loving it. LME is loving it too. By the way, it's 2 points off the top of the table now. It could be 5 points off the top of the table after Spurs play tonight.
True.
I thought they looked really, really good. They looked really, really good. Ollie Watkins, his movement up front, the understanding with Diaby, really, really solid. I thought my man Zaniolo starting. Yeah. I thought he did his part too. By the way, I want to get your take on this in a digression. I was watching this game on the television. Jamie Carragher, who I really like,
he laid into Zaniolo.
He laid into Zaniolo because he collided with Aguirre, and he went down holding his head. Now, it did look to me like Aguirre elbow caught him, whether it was a foul or not. And so the referee, to stop the game, he's lying on the ground. He goes to the side of the pitch and so on. And Carragher said, well, the referee shouldn't stop the game because, you should if it's a serious head injury. But, something like that, I can tell straight away it's not real and Zaniolo's conning the referee or whatever. It seemed weird to me to be conning the referee at that stage of the game and break the momentum. Well, whatever it is, right? But I'm thinking to myself, I don't want a referee who's busy officiating the game being the one to adjudicate if somebody has suffered a head injury and maybe a concussion from 30 yards away. I went the guy off the pitch.
I see what you mean.
Right?
I watched it on French television anyway, so I didn't know what Carragher, but I saw later on that he was not happy and thought that was soft and like kind of playmaking from Zaniolo. I don't know.
I mean, I think to some point we have to have a level of trust on the pitch between the players, right?
Surely.
Players have always time wasted, have always broken momentum and
referees
whatever,
know that.
right? Referees know that. But if somebody gets hit in the head or you think they got hit in the head, you have to allow them to get treatment, right? It's not like you as a referee, you can't be the one to decide that.
No, definitely.